Hi, my name's Chris Jones. I'm the owner and operator of Speed of Sound Audio Experts here in Somersworth, New Hampshire. I've been in business for roughly 33 years doing car audio and remote starters and car electronics and things like that. I first heard of them through Esther, my accountant, who recommended them for my bookkeeping needs. And so I reached out to them and they took me on, and I've been using them ever since. I've always needed help with my bookkeeping. I actually had a bookkeeper prior to these guys. During COVID, she kind of got a little lax and things sort of fell apart. And so I just needed someone to fix what we had and get it all straightened back out again, which Ben and his team did. And it's just been fantastic ever since they started working for us. Very professional, and down to earth. Also, some of the issues I've had with bookkeeping services in the past is not being able to communicate, not getting someone on the phone, being able to talk to somebody. And literally Ben just calls me up. I talk to him on the phone. Things get taken care of. If he needs to send me an email, he'll call me and be like, hey, I sent you an email, check your email. So just really easy to work with. It's freed me up so that I don't have to worry about doing the stuff that I don't want to do. That's the least favorite part of this job, is having to deal with books and paperwork and payroll and all of that stuff, and not having to deal with that and letting me concentrate on what I know how to do, which isn't that stuff, is super important. And it's just a blessing to have that in place so that I can, again, do what I know how to do, because I don't know how to do any of that stuff. Their communication is fantastic. I literally will get messages from Ben constantly. Hey, can you answer this question or that question? Or, hey, this went great, everything's good here. Or I sent this over to your accountant. It's just, the communication is fantastic. And again, it's not, some email that I get and nobody ever follows up or anything. It's, a text message, a phone call, an email, all kinds of communication, and nothing gets lost. One thing Twin Oaks does that really stands out to me is their communication. I back to the communication part of it. I've had bookkeepers in the past. I've had many bookkeepers. Again, I've been in business 33 years, and I've had bookkeepers in the past that I literally have reached out to and not heard back from for weeks. And then by the time weeks go by, I don't even remember what I reached out to him for. Ben and his team are literally same day reply to me. I will either get a call, an email, a text message from them the same day. I've even texted Ben with a question, and all of a sudden my phone rings and I'm like, hello? Hey, it's Ben. So definitely their communication is fantastic. The process compared to what I expected was night and day, because I was expecting what I was used to, which was a bookkeeping service that almost wasn't really there for me. It was more there as this is what they do for business, and they have 1,000 clients. And again, it all comes back with Ben to the communication. I mean, the guy is super professional. They know what they're doing. They're just on top of their game. And then on top of that, they can communicate with you. So it's like having the best partner in the business, because of the fact that you can have the best bookkeeper in the world, but if they're not calling you and communicating with you, it's all for nothing. And with these guys, you get the best of both worlds. You get really, really good bookkeeping service, and you get fantastic communication. Prior to Twin Oaks, I was using another provider. The other provider, they did a fine job, but their communication was terrible. I would reach out to them and just not hear back from them. It would be, I would have to reach out multiple times to get an answer from them. And again, this was during COVID, and then a little after COVID. And I would say from 2019 till present, this Twin Oaks is my third bookkeeping service. They've been the longest, but prior to them, leading up to them, I went through 2 different bookkeepers to get to where we are with them now, and I would not switch for anything. I would describe them as professional, but also down to earth. So they're not too professional. They're not so professional where they can't get on the phone and talk to you. And I guess with me, communication is the biggest thing. I'm terrible at communicating, and Ben will tell you, if he sends me an email, he has to call me and tell me he sent me an email so that I'll check my email. He'll literally straight up tell you that, but he does that for me. So a lot of other bookkeepers would not, they wouldn't take the time to reach out. They're like, hey, I sent the guy the email, now it's on him. I'm gonna stand back and wait for him to do what he needs to do. And Ben doesn't let that happen. Ben just gets on the phone or texts me and says, hey, please check your email. And I check my email, and then I'm able to answer questions that he might have. Best bookkeeping service I've had, and I've been in business for roughly 33 years. My name is Chris Jones. I am the owner and operator of Speed of Sound Audio Experts in Somersworth, New Hampshire, and I highly recommend Twin Oaks Bookkeeping service for all of your bookkeeping needs.